Welcome back, seafarers, and season's greetings. I'm here at the Royal Perth Yacht Club once again with John, my instructor. Today we're going to be going out on a 27-foot yacht. It's a Bakewell 8, and I am now going to convince John, my instructor, that I know which halyards are which sheets are which, how to basically rig the thing up on my own, to rig the yacht up entirely on my own. So I'm telling John everything I have to do, and he is saying yes, or he's correcting me. But overall it wasn't bad. I think didn't make any major errors, so I was quite comfortable about that, simply because I'm going through a process of learning. It does take a little bit longer, but you could probably, the two of you, get this all up and running in 20 minutes if you put your mind to it and get all the sails up. First of all, you've got to take the sails out from down below, which I haven't recorded there. All those sails are actually rolled and put into bags and are down below deck, so they have to come up. What we now have to do is release the stern lines and bow lines and springer. We've got to get the order right and stay holding on to the boat when you are releasing the lines. As you can see, I'm doing there. You don't want the boat crashing into your neighbour, and this requires some careful manoeuvring, and you don't have much time to do this. I mean, the wind can pick up and it can create all kinds of problems. So what I'm doing is bringing the bow around so we can then get the bow tied onto the finger cleat there. I'm just about to do that to ensure that she doesn't swing back into the pen. So we're pointing now directly into land because that's where the wind is coming from. I'll show you from the land perspective what I mean, so you have a better idea of what I'm talking about.
So they're the Bakewell 8s just ahead of us where it says Fox. It's one of the Bakewell 8s. The second one in is the one that I sail on, pieces of 8, and we basically come out of that pen, stern pointing out of the channel, bow pointing in to this. Counterintuitive, I know, but what you do is you actually come into the wind there and you tack around and then you start going back. As I say, this is all under sail, no motor. It requires a level of skill that
I find challenging. So what I'm now doing is pulling the yacht forward and around so that we actually get some wind on the sails. I've already released that bow line. I'm now jumping on, and you'll see that we're already starting to bear around to the right, so we're already in attacking mode. I'm going to lift the head sail. I'm raising that head sail now, and that gives more pressure on the boat with the wind, and she's now coming around. These yachts turn on a sixpence, they really do. And that's it. We're now really heading out of the channel. Just got to be aware of an accidental jibe, because you do have the wind directly, or not quite, but we're on a very broad reach with the wind on our stern there. So at any moment that boom can come round. It's quite low, so you've got to keep your head down, be aware that the wind you may just angle the boat in such a direction that the wind could catch the other side of the sail and with some force bring that boom around. But that is it. We've completed that manoeuvre, and I felt rather confident about it. knew what was going on, knew what we were doing and why we were doing it. Now we're sailing, we're out of the marina, and it's my job to give the helmsman a course to steer. Got to caution him about voyage markers, channel markers. I've got to advise when to tack, when to jibe, and get to our destination. That's my job. I must confess that when we do go through a jibe or we do go through a tack, I often lose my bearings and I have to start looking at landmarks. And most importantly, be aware of shallow water, and there are many areas where there is shallow water, and it's not unusual for yachts to ground. I have not done that yet. Hopefully I won't. But, so that is it. That's the Bakewell 8 that I'm on, and I'll get back to you with the next sailing experience, which is going to be either a sonar or an S80.
Yep. 11 o'clock. Oh, that one, yeah. Down around